Hello, good morning. Welcome to another Feel Mace class. Today we're going to get a little bit into some strength work, how to better use your mace if you want to add a little variety to your regular strength training. So a lot of moves that we've done with the kettlebells and bringing in our mace, and then also some mace specific moves today. Usually when I do this class in the morning, it's the first time I'm talking, so stumbling over my words happens. All right, let's bring it down to the mat. We're gonna start in a quadruped, push it back into a downward dog. Shoulders underneath or over the hands, knees underneath the hips, dig in those toes and push up and back. Walk out those hamstrings. And then we're gonna take one leg up, big step forward between the hands at the top of the mat, nice straight back leg, and we're gonna open up, same side. So I have my left leg forward, I'm reaching up my left arm. Nice big inhale, exhale, bring that hand back down, and we're gonna push up and back, stretch that front hamstring. If it's more comfortable, you can always bring it down to the knee and stretch out that hamstring. Taking another breath here, bring it back forward, and we'll send it back into our downward dog. Walk out those heels if you like. And with the other side, stepping it forward, nice straight back leg, and we're gonna open it up. Bring that hand back down and stretch our hamstring, pushing back through that front leg. And step it back into your downward dog. Let's take it back through. We're going to do 3 times each side. Step into your stretch to the ceiling. Hands down, hamstring flex. And send it back. Step on the other side. Stretch that hamstring, pushing back. One more time each side. And the last side, stepping forward. And stretch. Now from this downward dog, walk those hands back towards the feet and walk them back out. Inchworm with the hands only, and in again. And out. Three. And 4. One more. And walk it back out. You can take it down to the floor onto the side. I'm going to take it into side plank. We can either do from the knees with the top leg abducted or from the feet, top leg abducted. And we're just going to come up, lifting that leg for 5 on each side. So holding our plank and lift that top leg. And we're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch it over to the other side. Plank lifting up and lifting that top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bringing it down to our elbows for an elbow plank, and we're going to reach, alternating forward, left and right for 10 reaches. Sitting up in our elbow plank and reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it on down. We will go through those last 3, inchworm, side plank, and elbow plank for 2 more rounds. Need a little more grip, so off with my socks. So starting with that inchworm again. 5 inchworms from the hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, and last one, 5. Take it down to our side plank. 5 lifts on each side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it down, elbow plank. And reaching for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do one more round of those 3. Have a sip of water, let those shoulders recover just a little bit. And we've got one more set. Make sure my audio is not too loud for the music. Okay. Bring it on down, inchworm. Hands only. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and bring it down, side plank from the knees or the toes, lifting for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lifting for 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Now bringing it down, elbow plank, and reach for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Let's bring it in with our mace now for another activation set with 2 moves. We're going to use our mace for our second move, the first being a cook hip lift. So bring it on over to the back side. You can practice our tuck, getting your pelvis tucked under so you can feel the full floor on your spine. It's almost like you're sending your knees kind of up to the ceiling a little bit. Feel a little lift out of the pelvis there. Take one knee into the chest, really maintain that tuck, no arching, okay? Keep those ribs down, slight lift of those hips off the floor, keep that crunch, and lifting up with the other leg into a single leg glute bridge. We're gonna do 10 each leg. Five more. And when you complete your 10, to the other side. Tuck first. No extension of the back here, all from the hips. Six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now for our mace, we're gonna grab it close to the head of the mace, the ball of the mace. We're gonna have it up, loaded like a kettlebell arm bar, okay? We're gonna hold here, bring those legs up, maintain our nice level mace here, and we're gonna dead bug it out, keep that core flat on the mat. We're gonna do 10 on each side before switching to the other side. Push that mace up into the ceiling. Get that shoulder up off the mat. Keep that breath, ribs down. And 8, 9, one more, 10. Mace nice and close to your body. Transfer to the other side, no transfers up in the air, okay? Keep it close down, close to you for safety. Dead bugging now from the other side. Mace loaded up. Shoulder, not crumpled down to the mat. Push up into the ceiling. And we're gonna lift and lower for another 10. Bring the mace down, nice, slow, safe. When you complete your 10, bring the feet back down, and we'll do another round of each cook hip lift, and then our dead bug with our arm bar. Nice tuck, okay, make sure we're not arching through the spine, and we're gonna push off for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switching sides. Tuckage. Make sure those knees stay right over the ankles. Don't want to see the knee migrating a whole bunch. And 9 and 10. Now I'm going to bring back my mace. Load it up armbar style and Dead bug for 10. Complete your 10, bring it down to switch sides. And final 10. Excellent. All right, 10 and 10 completed. Kettlebell's gonna go, mace onto the floor. For our next two, we're gonna have a renegade row where we're holding a plank. We can do this from the knees or we can do this from a full plank position, your choice, and follow it up with a lunge and rotation. So there's gonna be a little up, down through these next sets. We've got 3 rounds of these 2 exercises. So our renegade row, we're going to have that mace alongside us on the floor. Okay, one hand is going to be on the mace. Now we can either do this from a plank from the knees, just make sure that you are truly planking here and you're not keeping your hips over your knees. Think about that straight line from your knees, hips to your shoulders. Or you can do from a regular plank here. We're gonna pull, leave the end of the mace on the mat, and you're gonna pull that other mace up towards your chest. Okay, I wanna make sure that we're opening our shoulder and not leaving our shoulder forward. So big open, see how my shoulder goes past my ear versus my shoulder stays in place and I just pull from the elbow. So really open up on that side. We have 5 on each side for a total of 10, and then a reverse lunge of rotation. We're gonna stand up and I'll show you when we get there. So let's get into our plank first. 5 on each side. Remember, we're gonna keep the handle down, opening up that shoulder for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm gonna stay in my plank, roll my mace over to the other side, and row for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, for my reverse lunge with rotation, I'm gonna have my mace, both hands up onto my mace, so I'm holding it like a platter. I have my heavy side on the side that I'm going to be stepping back. So the ball's on my left side, that means I'm gonna step my left leg back, rotate to the right. So if you get your loading right from the beginning, you won't have to think about it. We're gonna do 10 on the left and then 10 on the right, or right, left, whichever way you prefer. Just make sure heavy side is the side that will go back, but you're gonna rotate the other way. We're gonna do for 10, step, staying nice and upright, so we have room to rotate. And one more. Whoop. Almost lost my balance on that last one. Or switch sides. So now I'm going to step back the other way, rotate the opposite direction. Stay nice and tall. Otherwise, if you start to crunch over, you're not going to be able to rotate very much. Should be able to rotate 30 to 90 degrees. And you can tell by your mace. 2, and 1. All right, Mace back to the ground. We're gonna do our renegade row again. I do, however, have to turn off my heat because it's killing me. I'll be right back. Wow. I'd even have to slightly open the window. All right, let's bring it back down to the ground. 5 and 5. Plank position. Leave the handle on the ground. Rotate the shoulder open. 2, 3, 4, 5, and switch. I'm gonna roll it over. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing it up. Okay, step back on the side that the heavy mace is on for 10. 8. 3 more. And last one. Switching sides. Step back on the side with the heavy mace. 2 and 3. Last 3. And 1. All right. Mace to the ground. Reset. Little hydration. We've got one more round of these 2. Okay, renegade row. Hopefully you're able to feel that rotating rather than elbow in place or shoulder in place, just pulling from the elbow. Feel that whole rotation of the scapula. Yep, yep. Plank position. Push that floor away. 5 and 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna roll it over. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, last lunges here. Step it back. Same side as the heavy. And rotate the other way. 2. Last 3. And 2. 1. Switch over. Final 10. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, maces down, and we are going to bring it down as well. Half kneeling position to be exact. We've got a half kneeling uppercut, 5 on each side, following it up with a squat with a switch in between. So if you remember, pet the cat, bringing it back, okay? Petting the cat up and down. We will refresh, don't worry. If you need something under your knee for that half kneeling position, a little bit of cushion, go ahead and grab that. For our uppercut, so I'm going to have my hands, if I'm holding it like this, both palms down, opposite of how we were just holding it for our lunge. I'm going to take my kettlebell, keep calling it kettlebell. I'm gonna take my mace and make sure that I have the heavy side behind, okay? I'm gonna have a wider grip. I have that mace next to me on my lower side. Able to see this? There, I think that's a better view. We're gonna take it across like a seatbelt and push up like I'm going to punch. So if you think about an uppercut, here I am, pow! That's what I'm looking for. Okay, this movement, but with the mace. So you see why we want the heavy side back. So when I press, I'm pressing that heavy side up. If it's the other way, the heavy side's down, you've got it backwards. So we're gonna do 5 on each side. Think of this as a controlled movement. Okay, we're not gonna go super fast and swing this mace crazy. We're gonna go 1 smooth, controlled motion, and 2 across, up, 3, and 4, last one. Now Mace is going to go over on the other side while we switch our knees. So from here, up across, punch. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now bring it up. This is where we're going to have our switch grip. Palm up on the heavy side, palm down on the light side. Pet the cat. Have this up midsection, belly button height. Pet from the tail to the head. Prayer hands in the middle. Now pet from the head to the tail. We will have switched sides. Hold it in this position. Drop a squat, and then we'll do the same. Pet the cat up. Prayer hands in the middle by the head. Pet the cat down and squat. 10 of these squats. Pet up, down, pet up, and down. That's 4. Always 2 hands on the mace. 5. Always 2 hands on the mace. They stay in full contact. 6, 7, 8, last 2, 1. All right, bring it back down to the floor. Back for our mace uppercut. We've got 2 more rounds of these 2 moves. So if you can kind of work them into more flowy movements as we come along, it's totally okay to break them down when you're first learning, kind of going da, 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 and then as, just like with kettlebells, starting with steps and then getting into flowier movements, being able to transition through movements nice and smooth. So both hands face down. You want that mace pointed behind you, and we're going to bring it across and up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that mace to the other side. Switch my legs. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming on up. Next position, by the midsection, pet up to the head, pet down the tail, squat, and pet, pet. Take it slow. Build familiarity with the movement. Work your way into a flowier state. Two more. All right. Got one more set. Bring it down. Have a sip of water if you'd like. Okay. Heavy side faces behind. Nice square hips. Make sure knee straight in front of your hips. Don't stand wide for balance. And cross and uppercut. 2. 3. 'Last one. Switching sides. And up. 3, 4, and last one, 5. And squats. Let's go for our flowiest set yet. Pet and squat. Switch. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, last 2, and 1. All right. Have a sip of water. We have one last thing to finish off today. We're going to bring back those pendulum swings. So that's our side to side. We're staying still. That mace is going to side. We're going to catch with our elbows to demonstrate. So get my weight swinging side to side. I'm using my momentum of my body. When the mace comes up to elbow height, I'm going to push it down using my elbow. All right, so I got that momentum going side to side, using my core to maintain it and also produce it. What we're gonna do is sets of 20 swings. just like we do with kettlebells, with a rest in between to catch our breath. We're gonna do 4 sets of our swings, side to side. So one hand on top of the other. I'm grabbing on the lower half of my knurling, not all the way up at the top of the mace. I have a little bit of room. Okay, just in case my hands slip. If you do want to use any grip, chalk, something like that, that is a perfectly fine time to use it. Nice straight feet. You're gonna bring it up to where we have our elbows at this nice level horizontal plane. Let's start to swing with our mace. Okay, a certain looseness of grip is required to let it swing, and we're gonna hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, and 18, 19, and 20. Let it slow down before I drop it to the ground. Okay, never drop a very fast moving mace. It might fly off. Now we're going to rest. 3 more sets. All right. Bring that mace on up and momentum and swing. Keep that core nice and tight. 10, 17, and 18, and 19, and 20. And let that mace slow down before I bring it to the ground and resting. Whew. I can certainly feel the knurling as I do this. Definitely going to have a new callus from this move on the inside of the thumb. Great. All right, ready for a 3rd set, and then we just have 1 more. Bring that mace on up, and let's go. Momentum, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, and 10, 10, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, that one was a little hot when it came in for a landing. Take a quick rest. We're gonna do 1 more set. This is definitely a move. Want to make sure you have plenty of room around you. Nothing too crazy. No glass sculptures. Let's bring it up. Last round. Okay, side to side. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 15, 16, 18, and 19, and 20. Let it slow down. Bring it to the ground. I did have to adjust my grip on that one. My hands got really sweaty. Okay. Mace nice and safe on the ground. I never rest my mace standing up because you just know it's going to fall over. Well, I hope you enjoyed some of our mace stuff that we did today. I would definitely suggest anything that feels sticky or not flowy, keep practicing it and practice it slowly. That really is the key if you want to learn something well. Do it as slow as you can. Spend as much time through all those movements, transitions, and then you'll be able to do it quickly without thinking about it in no time. I will see everybody next week. We have kettlebell strength, core and conditioning. That's what it is, core and conditioning. And kettlebell flow also later. So thank you, Mace, for coming out, something new to practice over the next month. And you can also bring it back to our other steel mace that we've worked with. And our kettlebell boys are going to come back out. Welcome back, kettlebell boys and girls, for 2022. So thank you very much. Give yourself a pat on the back. Thank yourself for doing something nice for yourself today. A little act of self-care, a little act of self-love, and I will see you next week.